Hey everyone, back again. Welcome back to another video review. This time we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Robots in Disguise Season 3 episode, Be Cool. So the episode starts off with us being introduced to two new Stunticons. One of them not named Heatseeker, because we saw him back in King of the Hill Part 2. We're introduced to Dragstrip and Wildbreak, and yeah, they're pretty interesting. They both turn into muscle cars. Look, their alter modes look like the Viacon vehicles from Transformers Prime. Anyway. So, they use the tracking device that Heatseeker located back in King of the Hill Part 2, and they track a weapons cache located in a heavily populated area of Crown City or somewhere in the world. So they go off there. Meanwhile, Bumblebee asks Fix-It if he has the necessary parts to build him a spare Decepticon hunter, because, as we all know, Soundwave is in possession of Bumblebee's old Decepticon hunter. Unfortunately, Fix-It does not have the necessary parts to fix or to build a Decepticon hunter, but then Bumblebee asks Fix-It to locate him in any one of Windblade's caches to see if there is a Decepticon hunter. They do find a Decepticon hunter, and it turns out it is in the same weapons cache that the Stunticons are going after. Meanwhile, Blur and Sideswipe have their little fun moment. They're the little fist pump, handshake kind of thing, chest bump, all that stuff. I kind of liked how every time it ends with "nailed it." It's just awesome. It's pretty funny. And Bumblebee kind of gets really jealous, and he kind of gets out of character and tries to prove to everyone, that he is, he's the leader and he's part of the team, all that stuff. That kind of proves, near the end of the episode. So what happens is the Stunticons manage to find the weapons cache in a little, almost like in storage container units, in a parking lot, like a warehouse. Not necessarily, but they open it, they find it, and then after figuring out that it's not actually in the container, it's actually buried within, so Dragster just punches through a hole, finds the weapons, and, there was a funny moment where Dragstrip accidentally gets frozen by one of the weapons, and Wildbreak had to get him out. Just punches the ice. Their interactions are hilarious, and yes, Wildbreak does share the same personality as the original G1 Wild Rider. And Dragstrip, yes, he kind of reminds me of Thunderhoof in a sense from Season 1 and 2, where, because same, similar accent. I don't know if he's voiced by the same voice actor as Thunderhoof. Sorry, that was my phone going off. Yeah, so they did have a few moments. They find a trailer. I don't know how they found the trailer. It must have been in the parking lot somewhere. They find it, but then, unfortunately, the Autobots arrive and they try to stop them, but unfortunately for the Autobots, Wildbreak uses his little gimmick here and there, his disruptor device built within him to take care of Strongarm and Bumblebee, because Strongarm and Bumblebee, they go and go find the weapons cache since they don't need the Autobots, the others. But unfortunately, it is the case that Strongarm does call for backup beforehand. They try and take down the Stunticons, but unfortunately they get away because, as a result of the fight, one of the fire blasts causes a fire on one of the storage units, and Blur has to use one of the cooling pipes as an acting fire hose to put out the fire. So they try to track the coordinates, but because they're in the city, it interferes with the communications thingy, the communications back at the base where Fix-It's trying to locate their signal, but yeah, no luck. However, they are able to they're able to go underground, and they are able to track the Stunticons to a parking lot where they're able to they discover them. But then when the Stunticons find out the Autobots are nearing, they decide to be best to combine. So they do, and they become drag break or drag something. Yeah, something like that. They turn. It will be listed in the annotations somewhere, but essentially they combine, and they're kind of like it feels like Transformers Energon in a sense, with the fact that hands become the top part and the shirt and pants combiners. So yeah, so Wild Break becomes the pants and Dragstrip becomes the shirt, and the Autobots try to track them down. Well, basically, Drift and Bumblebee go in, but Blur and Sideswipe are told just to stay and keep guard until, just so no humans get in. They track them down and Drag Break. He's about to kill Bumblebee, but thankfully Sideswipe and Blur intervene, and they knock out Drag Break. They keep fighting, but as a result, when Bumblebee tries to prove, he is number one, a little Lazy Town reference there. He tries to take down Drag Break by himself, but then he gets tokernized, and he's about to fall down the building, but Blur is able to hold on, but then he gets knocked over because Drag Break throws a parked car at Blur, and then he gets knocked over. Thankfully, Drift is able to send Jetstorm and Slipstream to save their chassis. Kind of like how back in season 2 when Drift used Jetstorm and Slipstream to take care of Optimus Prime. And yes, I'm right about it's Drag Break. I just kept going through my mind. So Drag Break, he is overwhelming the Autobots, but Bumblebee, but after Drift's kind of nuts some sense in Bumblebee, saying you're trying to be you're being a dink. That's not what he said, but that's technically what he meant by that. You need to show yourself that you are a leader. So he does, and they lure Drag Break to one of the damaged pillars he hasn't damaged. He's damaged a bunch of pillars, and he has his own Decepticon, which is a purple hammer. So they're able to lure Drag Break on there, and they're able to defeat them. And they think they've won. Well, they think they won because Bumblebee carelessly has possession or holds the Decepticon that Drag Break had, but unfortunately it blows up. They go down a level, and unfortunately the Stunticons get away. While Break and Dragstrip get away, but fortunately but not without the weapons cache in the trailer. So they left that behind. Elsewhere, meanwhile, Strongarm and Grimlock and Denny goes on this mission, which is hilarious. Yeah. They halt traffic on the bridge while that's going on, and I kind of find it funny with Grimlock. He's pretty funny. He uses the same crane mode that he had back in the Impounded episode when they were able to take care of Quillfire and the Minicons. So basically at the end they get the weapon stash, and Blur has been notified to go back to the Rescue Bots universe, because the Rescue Bot team is worried about Blur. So he says his goodbyes to Sideswipe and Blur, and then Bumblebee and Sideswipe do the little chest pump thing that Sideswipe and Blur did, during the episode. And that is the end of the episode. All in all, wow. This was an interesting episode. Drag Strip and Wild Break, I mean, that was interesting to see. Yes, they do mention the boss, which obviously it's Motormaster, because no secret about that. So that means, let's see, so we have Heatseeker, Motormaster, Drag Strip, and Wild Break. So that means there's one more Stunticon. And no, it's not Breakdown, because he's already dead. We saw him in Prime. If you haven't seen Transformers Prime, watch Transformers Prime, and then you can come back to this video. Okay, if you watch Transformers Prime, okay, excellent, good. Then continue resuming the video. So yes, it was pretty awesome to see. It's a huge advantage for the Autobots now. They have the weapons cache from another weapons cache from Windblade. It was pretty awesome. Drag Break the Combiner, oh my god, he was pretty big, pretty awesome. I mean, and I thought his voice would change, but no, it's the same voice actor that Drag Strip, you know. And to be honest, I mean, like I said, I'm going to be really interested to see what happens in the next episode, because, let's see, a few more, like, lingering Decepticon prisoners, including Springload, who somehow got off Decepticon Island, but they were able to take care of him in the last episode, for good, hopefully. That just leaves the Stunticons and Soundwave, and a couple other little, anyway. But, like I said, the episode was interesting. It was awesome to see Denny in an actual, like, another mission. We haven't seen him in an actual mission since the Impounded episode. But it'd be so cool, hopefully, by the end of the season, to have Russell in a mission. It'd be so awesome. Even if he's in the Shadow Zone, I wouldn't even care. I wouldn't even... Well, I mean, it's like the Tomas and Friends episode, where you know the old Iron Bridge episode where Renius had his incident, or no, that was Skarloey, my bad, or it's Renius and Skarloey. Okay, Skarloey had the incident with the bridge, and you know, if you've seen the episode, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen the episode, please go back and watch the episode. Okay, all right, so back to the episode now. Okay, oh my god. Lots to talk about in this episode, but this was an interesting episode. I can't even deny it. It was an interesting episode. It was quite interesting. It was Tobernized. Basically, we all thought when Bumblebee threw the Decepticon under, he would die at the end, but no. Like, we thought that was the end. We always think, okay, we had that with Blur, and we had that with in the last episode, but nope, not to be the case. But I mean, all in all, this was an exceptional episode. I can't wait to see what goes on in the next episode. And now that they have the weapons cache, it'll be a huge advantage for the Autobots when they take on their next Decepticon, or if they see the Decepticons again. But yeah. So anyways, guys, that is my video review of the Transformers Robots in Disguise episode. Be cool. I will see you all very soon. I will be back as soon as possible with my next video, and yes. So take care, see you soon, have a great day, and I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.